Guys, if there's one person that his movement is so surprisingly shocking to me, I swear, it's the movement of Prime Boy. That guy, if there was any way I personally would have investigated that guy, if there was anybody that I would really be interested in investigating, in confronting, it is Prime Boy and Wunmi. Those two people, I feel like I need more explanation from them.
But Mohbad said, no, he's sorry. He didn't inform him about his show at Ikorodu. That his friends should stay over at Ikorodu so that is what's his name? Mohbad said he Prime Boy should stay over at Ayuba. Thank you. That's the name. I remember when he said it. I remember the musician. It's true. It's Ayuba he mentioned. That's
because Prime Boy was saying Wunmi and Mohbad was fighting, and then he was trying to separate them. While Wunmi claimed that it was Mohbad and Prime Boy that was fighting, and she was trying to separate them. She was trying to go call people. Separate them. So both of them, I don't know, they're just trying to put some things on each other.
The name he mentioned, you are not lying. Thank you. He said,
listen, and I also want to tell people, right, this is the beauty of science. Okay, people die every day in Lagos, I know. People die every day in Nigeria, I know. People die every day in Africa, I know. Okay, but it is time that we people begins to show interest in eliminating crime. Sometimes we can pick one particular crime and discuss it, analyze it even for 5 years to see the way crimes can be committed. This will also help people abstain from crime. When they see the way you are trying to catch another criminal, then now they become very careful, knowing very well that if they commit a crime, there are people who are intelligent enough to unravel their actions. And this also shows a display, of one's capacity of dealing with criminal activity or of eliminating crime. It also shows the potential that the people have got or the society has got to attacking criminality. It's just like when you see sometimes all these world countries with high technologies, how you see them display like their power, display their potentials. So picking on cases like this and unraveling it, believe me, is a very big plus. It's a very good development to have this instituted in the mind of people. In fact, even if this is a topic or a subject that goes for years, okay, even if it's one case unravel it, another case unravel it, believe me, you are contributing to something. And at larger effect, you're building a mind, you're building a community of people who can tackle criminality and who can reason and understand what is a crime. You know, there will be more crime in societies where people don't teach and analyze criminality. But when you analyze criminality every time, through the analysis, the spontaneous analysis of criminality, then you will find people who will say, believe me, right, until Mohbad case, some people don't even know what is a criminal case, civil case. So people don't even know what is a crime. So people, when they say criminal, they may think it's just somebody who stole something. They don't know that somebody who even can be called a criminal. Somebody who even betray somebody who even commit anything offensive can be called a criminal. You see? So we are now distributing it. We are now expatiating it at larger effect. We are now dealing with crime but in relation to Mohbad case. That's what I'm saying. Like, we should enjoy the gathering and the knowledge that we impute in this case, because it's also enabled us to unravel the system, to understand the system, and to also discuss things that could be regarded as crime. That when you commit those things, you know that you are committing a crime. And so that when you get punished for it, you don't feel bad. Like me right now, if there is one crime, I will never feel bad if me I'm punished for. There's only one crime I can be punished for right now in this case, right? It's defamation of character. I know I must have caused some defamation during the series of my analysis, and I will plead with whoever that it may concern. Hey, the society have got to get better. The society gets better, it will be better for all of us, for everybody. But again, I'm not going to beg any individual. In fact, why am I saying pleading? No, I don't plead with any individual. Let the rule of law, be upheld. Let the power of the law, because if we do not apply law to whatever we do, the institutions, the institutions will not get better. If somebody commits a crime and they beg and they go scot-free, there are possibility of that same crime repeating again. When people get punished for a crime, so those of you who want to punish me, petition me. I'm gonna come for your petition. Baba, petition me. I'm ready for it all. Anytime, any day. Just send your petition to my inbox to Papa Anno, or send it to the info box L14@yahoo.com. Send it there. I will read it. And when I read it, guess what? I will do a video and I will attend to your petition, right? Because I'm also calling for the empowerment of law enforcement institutions to wake up, to take charge, to do the executive duty, that is to uphold the rule of law, to execute or to enforce the rule of law that has been passed for this country for our own safety and for our own ethical, well-being. So, yes, let's not fight each other. Let's not come for each other. But whoever that annoys you, hey, petition them, write a formal letter to the institutions that are responsible for causing disciplinary action to that person. For example, Adibin Mohbad was disciplined. Mohbad is not perfect, okay? Whoever that came from Mohbad might have committed an offense against the person. The right way to go after it is not to institute killing, right? The right way to go about it is to report them to the police. But now, how would you report a case of drug dealer, a case of cocaine, a lubo, a case of... such case is hard to report. Imagine that you and somebody did cocaine deal, and the person, instead of giving you 170 million, the person used the 170 million to go and buy a very good, nice house with maybe 4 rooms, right? And you want to report the case to the police. How do you report it? How do you... It is understandable why I cannot get there. And that's why we tell people, abstain from all criminalities. A crime is a crime. You're doing cocaine, you're doing drugs. I understand the country is hard, governors, presidents, everybody just want to go for a shortcut to quickly make it and get better. But you're not getting better because your society is suffering. You get the money, how do you enjoy it? Come on now. Which road do you even drive for your beautiful, nice cars? Which road? Where do you drive it? Well, Abuja is good enough to drive those things. But anyway, people abstain from criminality. It is not good. It's destroy the beauty of a society. We all want to live in a very sweet, fine, nice society. The only way to make it nice, it's not just being Christian, it's not just being Muslim. Being Christian, being Muslim is just a byfactor. You don't have to be Christian to be good. You don't have to be Muslim to be good. But you have to be a human being to be good.
over. That is sorry that I didn't inform Prime Boy about that concert. So, and he would love concert. He said everybody knows how close that Mohbad personally enjoys him, his company, and everybody knows that. They are too close. He said, and then said, Ayuba's birthday, Ayuba will be upset because he has plans. You understand? I have to be.
All these things doesn't even go away from me. Has anybody even established what date is Ayuba's birthday? That Prime Boy's brother. Oh God, the amount of investigation that I would have needed in this case is very simple. Just subpoena somebody. Tell them, hey, we need your birth certificate. Right? At least the birth certificate cannot lie. They can't change it overnight. No. Maybe they will tell they don't have. Maybe they will tell they don't have. And when they tell they don't have, from that moment they are suspect. You declare them suspect. You went through school, right? You went through primary school, you went through secondary school, and you don't know your date of birth, right? No problem. We'll help you investigate it. How do you now know your date of birth was, your birthday was Sunday? Don't forget, it was Sunday, not Monday. Sunday, right? Not Monday. Because Mohbad called Prime Boy on Saturday. Okay, said, Prime Boy should show up. And then Prime Boy, told Mohbad, that Sunday is going to be his brother's birthday. Was it's crazy, man.
Yeah. He then said, don't worry. He will do the party for Ayuba. What you will tell Ayuba, they are flagging. Why are they going to flag? Don't flag me, oh. Are they flagging? Are they flagging? Mba and flag. What is happening? I only want to narrate what they told me. Is there any fight here? No. Please press love, you have to keep pressing on the love button. When flagging is ongoing like that, if it is flagging, just keep pressing on the love, love. Just press, put your hand on it and be doing like this. That is the only way. Facebook, we know nothing bad is happening here. We are only having an interactive chat. So you need to continue to press on the love, button. Thank you. Sister Max, where are you? Longest time. Where about Auntie Tokubo Asama? So he said, okay, he was happy. That Mohbad that he knows that is how he is. He's always is the life of every party. So he said they got to that was all they discussed. He doesn't know how and what happened. Maybe message, maybe whatever on Sunday on their way to Ikorodu. Mohbad and the wife, they were having arguments. He doesn't know.
Guys, like as I said, please, I don't see any reason in anybody supporting or advocating for Mohbad father to go bury Mohbad. No. Okay? Let us leave that to them. Don't pressure them. If you don't want justice, just stay quiet. I've given you the strategy, right? There is a way to go after everything. Do not let emotion lead. Be technical. We have tried to see how we can call all together our voices, put our money together, and ensure that we can actually find out what happened to this fellow fellow citizen of Mohbad, this man. But there has been so many frustration. There's been so many frustration in the process, and I don't want you guys to, because of the frustration, start misbehaving, because your true character is also coming out. And I don't think that is good enough. Okay. So because I see people going around like trying to throw like some certain wave some certain rhetorics that Papa should go bury Mohbad. Don't do that, right? This is the family decision. It is up to them, because if you start forcing them right now, then you are supporting the injustices. Because I know that is where they are going. Everything they're doing, they're intentionally pissing everybody off. They are pissing you off so that you just get tired of the whole process, and then you just but don't be the one to tell them to go bury Mohbad. We have helped in bringing back Mohbad in the exhumation process so that the government will do the needful. And this is our best that we have done. We will continue to speak to that effect of investigating what killed him, and to the satisfaction of the family, if they are satisfied with the result that they got, to God be the glory. It is not supposed to be, but you cannot go and kill yourself. There's already another death. Safety is a first priority, right? And there's going to be protests, but look at all of this division that you see, especially from the family. The division from the family sprang so many other things. What caused division in the family? Property. You see, let us make that clear. Mohbad's father did not suddenly become an enemy of the other party, right? Because Mohbad was killed. No. It was an interest of property. We probably came in with an interest of justice. The family were having property issues. At any point in time, they can resolve their property issues. And believe me, in the justice you're seeking, it becomes irrelevant. So do not allow yourself to be used. What I just seen ongoing, and that is one thing I have denied. Continue to be loyal to the father because he lost his son is unacceptable, right? We are only loyal to God. We can be supportive to one another. We can be supportive to anybody that we find in pain. We can be supportive to them, but not loyal. Being loyal to people is submitting yourself, or in fact, is unable to question those people. If we truly are looking for justice, we'll question everything and everybody. This is the right thing to do. There was this video that went around. There was a guy that made a video. The guy said, there should be a prayer point. I don't know how many of you have watched that video. The guy said there should be a prayer point the video went viral. That there should be a prayer point. Pray that God shouldn't give you a father like Mohbad father. Pray that God don't give you a father like Mohbad father. That video really went viral, and a lot of people related to Mohbad, they have been responding to that video negatively. But one thing they fail to understand in that video, people do not judge you because of how you were. They judge you because of how you are now. Right? I used to be rich before. We call it old story. He single-handedly raised all the children. We call it old story. We have seen parents killing their children. We have seen children killing their parents. Does this mean that at some point in time, they were never warmly together, or were they never lovely? There were moments, there were good memories, but at the later end, something had to happen that caused the brutal change, right? And that is what we are addressing. We are addressing the moment. We are addressing everything that happened in justice for Mohbad, right? How Mohbad was brought up, that is not what killed him. He went to school. Daddy gather my name, make I go poly. I go poly, but I no go class. Daddy, I am sorry. All that didn't come about, right? But in the last hour, in the last moment of his death, and after his death, what are the reasonable parentage action, or what are the reasonable parenting action that took place? What are the actions that could have avoided his death? What are the actions that led to his death? What are the actions that is not even letting to uncover how he died or what killed him? These are the things we all are addressing. Okay, and in the course of this, whoever we find not to have taken a reasonable action, we'll just pray for God not to give us such people, right? As a parent. So from that standpoint, or from that stance, right, I think it's clear when people pray not to have a father like Mohbad father. Yes, I mean, the father that claims he loves you, he came to your home, he saw a pool of blood, and then the next thing he went down asking for 2 plots of land that you used to owe. This is a man who lastly saw you on Saturday. That is so reckless. They tried to cover. In fact, Mohbad was directly asking for the landed property for personal gain, not even to bury Mohbad, because those, the loyalists will later interpret it that he was asking the land so as to know where to bury Mohbad. So are you telling me that the moment he got there, in that house, he was already thinking of burial? I thought he was thinking of going to the morgue. You can't defend what is nasty. What is nasty is nasty. Okay? So thank God. Before we heard this from Wunmi, when Wunmi said what really caused all this problem was that when the father of Mohbad got to Mohbad house that night, that day, that same day that Mohbad died, the Baba was asking Mohbad properties, not just land. That's how Wunmi said. Wunmi said the father and the lawyer quarreled. They almost fought, because of property that night right there. Can you imagine? And then later on, this is the man that later went to be representing the face of justice. And some people are fooling themselves, expecting something great. I want to say this right. I don't know where. When I go to other platform, and I sit down there, I said I want to listen. I want to see the idea to ethics. I want to see the solutions to unethical problems, right? How do we deal with different situations? You see, you can pick a topic in Mohbad's circumstances and use it to educate people. People will learn, okay? And that is one area which I like to champion. I can just point, it can be on the inheritance of Mohbad, and I really want to puncture that area, which I will make a show of my 5 or 6, 7 hours. And like at the end of this, something substantial, I believe, would come out of it, which myself and anyone who cares would learn something from. Something escaped me. But anyway, so I was on the decision. A man whose primary aim was to get Mohbad property and without remorse for what happened, how it happened, later on became the face of justice. That is Baba Mohbad. And when you see him singing, Eba mi be won, Eba mi bebe, Eba mi be aláṣejù kọjá rojú ṣẹlẹ̀ ayé mi, Eba mi be won o. We should be asking who are the killers. The father of Mohbad should be asking who are the killers, not the property, not the burial of Mohbad. Did he question the killer? In fact, so many of you guys, you have went on to say you find it difficult for Baba Mohbad to enter that house that day and not to ask for where is the nurse. I'm telling you. You see, if you listen to this, Eba mi be won, Eba mi bebe, Eba mi be aláṣejù kọjá rojú ṣẹlẹ̀ ayé mi, Eba mi be won o. Where is my recording? I want to show you. Where is this? All right. Now, two questions was asked to Bale Orile. Okay. The question was not asked to Bale Orile Fefe. It was asked to Bale Orile or Afibesonlore. In fact, I have seen if there's one name that I will think we should give this man is Afibesonlore or Afibesonre. Afibesonlore. Because if you look at the question that was asked, was intended to humiliate Wunmi and to humiliate everybody accusing the man. The question was asked, has Mohbad ever reacted to an injection? What if Mohbad does react to injection usually? But Mohbad won't tell you. Okay? I think what they should have asked him is that how many times, in fact, how many times has Mohbad ever reacted to medication injections that he has behaved somehow, like, something like that? Or maybe that Mohbad has reacted to medication in generally. There's a way you ask questions, but not in all. With the way they pamper these people, they don't ask them questions to know the truth. They ask them questions because they are just all interested in having fun, fighting, fracas.
Referred to a hospital. Thank you very much. Now we will have Mr. Ishak.
Listen to it.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, sir, Mr. Ishak. Yes. Dáhùn ìbéèrè tí wọ́n béèrè tó ń sìn inú mi dùn torí pé ẹ jẹ́ ká nígbàgbọ́ lẹ́gbọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká believe because táwọn yẹn náà ń sọ close yẹn ó possible there is possibility but káṣá àgbàntí nọ́ọ̀sì sọ káàtì ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí òun lẹ sọ inú mi dùn fún yẹn bọ́n mo fẹ́ béèrè kankan lọ́wọ́ yín sà ọmọ yín tó jẹ́ olóògbé mélòó lórí àti sí injection lójú yín rí tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ ká omi lé lórí. Kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ṣoṣo ní Mohbad sick.
I think that question was asked the way I wanted it. Good. I never knew you put it that way. Very good. The guy put the question in a very beautiful way. How many times did he react to the injection? Very beautiful. Good question. Alright, so he was asked how many times has Mohbad ever reacted to an injection like under his custody. So then he answered, he said when Mohbad was age 7, Mohbad had a typhoid, maybe fever, and then Baba invited a quack nurse. So in this question, he established that inviting quack nurse to treat people at home is something that he's aware of, that he knows. He has cleared that argument, all right, of quack nurse being something that is not okay. It's something people usually use in this part of the world. Is this dangerous? It's not medically, it's not ethical. Yes, it's dangerous. But unfortunately, a lot of people cannot afford hospital bills. And so they take this risk of where a nurse has to go work outside, and whatever amount of money you're supposed to pay to the hospital, you pay cheaper, but your life at risk. So the man has established that a quack nurse, a nurse treated Mohbad, that he invited a nurse, that's how I put it, that the nurse came and treated Mohbad, Mohbad vomited, and then Mohbad was fine, and that was the only one time when Mohbad was age 7. The second question, did you ask for Mohbad property? We are coming there. And when you look at how he answered that question, believe me, if you ask for that question to this man will answer it. We have to force this man to know the blessing called Baba Mohbad. Till today, Prime Boy calling him, he never talk about it. He chose his own story in the way it benefited him. Believe me, some other big person might have called this man and promised to give him money after burial of Mohbad. Okay? And which truly will really make him to quickly go bury Mohbad. Then to go get that money. Something was not right somewhere. Something was not right somewhere. And he will never tell you. If we don't bring that up, he will never answer it. But if he's confronted with it, he will confess. I was shocked when they asked him about Mohbad property. The Baba, did you ever ask about Mohbad property from the lawyer, whatever? All I was thinking in my head before was that after Mohbad died, they tried to use Mohbad's hand to print a document and then say that Mohbad has put all the property in the name of baby Liam and the son's name. I never knew this man was fully aware from the beginning that landed property was in the name of Liam, even before Mohbad died. So if you are aware of the fact that Mohbad bought property in his own son's name, in Mohbad's son's name when Mohbad was alive, what concerns the grandfather? That's an interference. That's too much. Mohbad was alive. It was in the knowledge of Mohbad that there was land in his own alleged son's name. And you, the father, you are going to fight the wife of Mohbad for the decision of having landed property in Mohbad's son's name. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, please. Come on now. If Mohbad was sensible, all this nonsense is doing just Mohbad right now. The sense is trying to have right now. Where he's supposed to apply the sense, then he didn't apply it. Now he's saying, Mohbad that introduction. It's not going anywhere. I won't trust when they say, super egos, waiting they happen, waiting they shell, we no. Shena wish, Abina be land you, waiting they happen, no, we no. Walele, why you there, walele. Agali, why you do? Alele. Let's have a break. Let's have a break.